For this week's discussion forum on public history, I'll be discussing the Washington Crossing Historic Park in Washington Crossing, Pennsylvania. It consists of 500 acres of nature and history, marking the location in which Washington crossed the Delaware River and eventually turned the tide of the Revolution. The result of the crossing was an attack on Trenton, where Washington aimed at surprising the Hessians. They ended up crossing the icy river using Durham boats, which were meant to carry heavy loads. A snowstorm would actually occur during their crossing, and also the expected military support that Washington had planned for would never arrive for Washington and his troops. Therefore, they were very outmatched by the Hessians. However, upon arrival, they were able to launch an attack on December 26, which resulted in a tide-turning victory for the Americans. The actual park was established in 1917 due to the persistence of the Bucks County Historical Society, the Daughters of the American Revolution, the Patriotic Order of the Sons of America, and the Historical Society of Pennsylvania. Prior to the establishment of the park, there was a stone marker at the site where Washington launched his Christmas night crossing. The park also contains some restored buildings from the colonial era to better depict colonial life. Among these buildings are homes, a village general store, and a watchtower. There are also Revolutionary War soldiers' graves, stone memorials, and historic collections. And the park also offers private tours and public guided tours of each one of these buildings and the park itself. Washington would cross the Delaware River at this site on Christmas night in 1776, and every December there's actually reenactors cross the river on the same kind of boats, and they charge visitors to go on the boats and make the crossing themselves on several different nights in December. And the visitors get to actually cross the Delaware River. It's a great place to visit, either as individuals or on a class field trip, because it helps convey the severity of the crossing. A visit to this park during a frigid winter time, particularly December, maybe even like January or February, can help convey to students what these soldiers had to deal with. Not only was it cold and snowing, but these soldiers also had to cross an icy river against wind and snow. And if you've ever been out in the water or ever been crossing the river, you know that there is no blocking of the wind, and the wind becomes very cold and can actually make it very difficult to operate, especially crossing on a boat. This park holds a great value in public history of American Revolution and should actually be visited by all and continues to be preserved for the history of Washington and the American Revolution. Thank you.